What is up, guys, man? You know, when I hop on here this late, that it's for a good reason. And we just had some breaking news as D Davis, former four-star quarterback, former Auburn quarterback, announced his transfer to Alabama State and is looking to be the QB of the future for the Hornets and that offense. And I just want to start by saying, as an Auburn guy, as an Auburn grad, D Davis was one of my favorite Auburn players from the moment he committed. And when you're looking at what possibly went wrong on the plains at Auburn, a lot of people around the program, a lot of people around just the city of Auburn being fans, media, anybody really thought politics and scheme fit were the biggest takebacks from what D Davis was going to be able to do on the plains. You look at the Gus Malzahn firing, bringing in Brian Harsin that has a much more pro style type approach with a Mike Bobo as an offensive coordinator than Malzahn had with some of the OCs that he was bringing in. And so D Davis really wasn't fitting what Harsin was bringing at the QB spot and never was really seemed to give a fair shot. TJ Finley got to step in. Bo Nix, of course, being the legacy he was, really seemed to got first dibs on that QB role. D Davis, in my opinion, was the best quarterback that is the second he stepped foot on Auburn's campus was the best quarterback on the plains, in my opinion. And you might be asking, how big is this transfer for the SWAC for Alabama State? The second he steps on campus in Montgomery, D Davis, in my opinion, is an immediately a top three quarterback in the SWAC. And by the end of the season, I think it's going to be him, Shador, Andrew Body, and you're going to have a real discussion about who's QB1. And really and truly, that SWAC newcomer of the year has so many great options that potentially could come in and win that. I think D Davis right now is going to be my betting favorite on SWAC newcomer of the year just because of the just overall pure talent he possesses. You're looking at a kid who is the winningest. I'll say this: he passed Kyler Murray as the winningest Texas high school quarterback in Texas high school football history. He had one loss, went 16-0, 15-1, and 11-0 at leading North Shore to three straight state titles. I mean, that's the type of kid you are getting to come take over the QB role, which has been one as a major question mark for Alabama State, and now it's not anymore. D Davis is that guy. And as much as a lot of people just kind of want to count them out. Now with D Davis stepping in, that defense is still going to be there. They made a great hire for DC coming in from I believe it's Bowie State is where the DC is coming from. That defense actually might take a step forward. They're returning a lot of talent, and now the biggest question mark is how do you replace Ezra Gray at the running back spot? I think Merritt could do a great job of that, and who's going to be your go-to wide receivers? That's going to be the biggest question marks now for Alabama State. But right now, you're looking at Alabama State, and I think they can challenge for that upper half of that division, that tough SWAC East. And I honestly think if things go right, they're going to be right there in the thick of things. They get a lot of teams coming to Montgomery this year in their biggest matchups. You look at like a Jackson State having to come up to Montgomery and play that game. D Davis is a game changer. I mean, this kid was the Max Preps National Player of the Year as like a sophomore, and he can do it on the ground. Rush for over 1,000 yards his junior year. Rush for over five, I believe, 400 or 500 both his sophomore and his senior years, and never had double digit picks either. I mean, this kid is efficient with the football. He's accurate on his deep ball. The biggest thing is just developing him in the offense. He has great pocket presence due to his athleticism to get out of the pocket when things break down. He's got very elusive speed, agility, quickness. D Davis is the full package when you're looking at a hyper athletic quarterback, which really now football is moving toward getting away from the pocket passer and having guys that can get out of the pocket and make some plays with their legs. I pulled some highlights from when he committed to Auburn that they put on his commitment tape. This guy can get up the field in a hurry. When he has the ball in his hands, he's looking to score. He's looking to get to the end zone, and he can throw the football too. So you're going to have to guard him both ways. And really, him and Andrew Body are very similar quarterbacks. Now, D Davis, the deep ball is his key. That's why I said Alabama State has to get some deep threat wide receivers because D Davis can air it out. His arm strength is spectacular, and he is very accurate outside and inside the numbers on these deep throws. He is going to hit you in the numbers. Now, the next step is developing his intermediate to short game. that is where you want to see D Davis take that next step. But he has done it all, man. This kid, to be the winningest quarterback in Texas high school football history, to win the awards he has, like the Max Prep National Player of the Year, and to lead one of the most storied Texas programs in North Shore to the heights that they have is extremely impressive. And for me, Alabama State now becomes a serious, serious threat in the SWAC. They got the quarterback situation figured out. Now it's time to go out there and put it together. And this weekend, that spring game's coming up, and I'm very, very excited to see some of the pieces that they have in place. But D Davis announces his transfer to Alabama State, a former four-star, top 250 player according to the 247 composite, a consensus four-star, and former Auburn quarterback announces he is taking his talents to Alabama State. And this honestly it is a game changer. And I texted some of the people I know in the Auburn media that I knew from my time there, and they said there's two words that describe D Davis. One is a gamer, and two is a playmaker. And those are two words that I think in today's age of college football, you love to be associated with your quarterback. He's a true leader. You don't start at North Shore for 3 years without being that leader. He's a winner, comes from a winning program in North Shore, which he only had one high school loss. Alabama State is getting the full package in D Davis, man. So listen, I want you guys to comment below. One, what do you think about D Davis coming to Alabama State? What do y'all want to see him bring to the QB spot? And also, what are y'all's thoughts on Alabama State's ceiling now that they have a legit game-changing quarterback in that program, in that offense, man? So comment all your thoughts below. Hit the like button on the video, comment your thoughts, make sure to share the video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But guys, for the Blue Bloods, we are out for right now.